After more than a decade in gastronomy and hotel management, Tom Strassburger moved to Wolfsburg for his studies. His passion for tech led him to an internship at 42 Wolfsburg, and now he's a systems administrator at an IT company. Let's hear his story. What inspired you to take the leap and transition from a 12-year career in the hotel industry to the world of IT?
So, when I reached the height of my career in the hotel industry, which was the front office manager, I quickly noticed that I basically reached a ceiling, and whatever I tried, I could not get higher than the ceiling that I reached. And IT has always been a very big passion in my life in general, and I took that moment in my life as an opportunity to further my career and to have the chance of getting into a career in IT, so that my future life can be more prosperous than it was.
What's next for you? What are your goals or aspirations now that you've graduated and gained hands-on experience?
Yeah, obviously, the next step is to find work, which I'm very happy to say I already found some work. It took quite a while. It took at least almost 2 months of applying, and but I did finally get a personal conversation with a company, and this company has hired me now, and I will start working with them in January. And my biggest takeaway from that, which has been a big goal of mine, is the transition from a 12-year-long career in a different branch, nothing to do with IT, into now, this is now the next step, this transition, very important to me, into the IT field, which I've always basically just dreamt about, but now it is a reality. I will work for a tech company, for an IT company, and so that is basically my goal achieved, and I am looking forward to what comes next. And all I want to say is, especially to 42 students, don't give up. Yes, it takes a lot of work, it takes a lot of effort. It is not just going to be handed to you on a silver platter. You will have to apply to a lot of things, but in the end, it just takes one company that you have a personal conversation with someone there to get to where you want to be.
Looking back, how would you describe your experience studying at 42 Wolfsburg? What stood out most about the learning process?
So the biggest point in the learning process at 42 is the community. Once again, I have to emphasize this word, community. It's not about the each and every individual trying to struggle and getting through it. It's about each individual coming together and forming this great community where you feel welcome, where you feel you belong. You don't have to hide who you are, what your favorites are. I myself, I love anime, I love video games, and it was, it didn't take very long. It took a few minutes of conversation, and I already found at least 5, 6, 7 people who had the same interest as I had. And that is what made the learning experience at 42 so great, because you felt at home, you felt welcome, and whenever you had a question, or whenever, for even the most minute and most stupid thing you could think of, but even if the question was stupid, you would still get a very clear, very good answer from your peers. And that is what I believe is the biggest factor in studying and learning at 42.
Which skills from your studies at 42 proved most useful during your internship?
Obviously, what is most useful is not only for the internship, but for 42 in general, is the ability to solve problems. So some things you have never heard of, you have never touched before, especially in the IT environment. There are a lot of languages that you can know, a lot of languages you can use. But the thing is, what prepared me best for the internship was simply the fact that here is something we want working. We don't know how, but it is your job to figure out how to do that, and that is what learning at 42 prepared me for best. Is to take whatever it is I had to get done, find a solution which I usually found mostly by myself and with the help of my peers, and then make it into a working solution that can then be applied into my field of work.
Yeah. Were there any specific projects, experiences, or challenges at 42 that helped you uncover the direction you wanted to take in your IT career?
So, as the tech intern of 42 Wolfsburg, of course, first of all, I'm very grateful that I was chosen as a tech intern after I finished the core curriculum and I applied for the tech intern position. Big advantage for me personally was I already was part of the marketing team for quite a while at that point. So I was already part of the team. So I knew the ins and outs of the team, what goes in the background. But my role particular as a tech intern, I was basically the first level support for the students, because the students came to me, this is not working, or this is, I have issues here and there. And of course, my responsibility was to get to resolve those issues so that the students could continue with their studies and continue with the things that are most important, which is, again, the studying and finishing the projects. And some of my projects involved creating virtual machines, creating new environments, improving the currently working environments, improving on them, and making sure that every service that the students have access to were up and running, so there was no downtime, so that everyday operation was running smoothly.
What initially caught your attention about 42 Wolfsburg, and what made you decide it was the right place for you to start your IT journey?
I was first made aware of 42 Wolfsburg by my mother, actually. She shared with me a LinkedIn post about 42. At first it was 42 Berlin, but for different reasons, I then decided to go to 42 Wolfsburg. And what the deciding factor for 42 was actually, first of all, of course, the whole premise of there's no requirements, no certifications, no grades, no school education. It was just, here we are. You can start with us when the next PCN starts, and then we go from there. And then after I joined the PCN, and I quickly found a community, big word here, the community is what I found. That was then the biggest selling point where I was like, yes, this is where I belong. This is where I want to be. This is something I want to further invest my time and effort into.